Happy Monday. Happy last show in the month of March.
We're already in April. That's crazy.
Happy international break. Happy spring weather finally seemingly
what
here.
is happy about it?
Listen, in about 3 months, we'll be dying in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
we'll be
welcome
dying.
that.
Yeah,
The
no.
perfect.
I welcome the sweat
a
puddle underneath
as a big
us.
person, I do not. You can keep it
yeah.
at between 50 and 60 all year round would be great.
It will be great. Yeah. Living in
So
San
it's
Diego,
honestly, guys, it's been a while. We have the international break, so we did not do the pour over Saturday morning.
Dave just wanted to sleep in. That's all there is.
We were up at an Airbnb up in the Saratoga, Sacandaga area. Everyone else wants to sleep in, and my body just won't allow it. So I was up at 5 o'clock. No, I wanted to go for a run. It was like 10 degrees up there, and the wind coming off the lake. It was not happening. But I had a cup of coffee, and I was able to catch up and get through most of the reading of Landon Donovan's memoir here, entitled Landon.
in preparation for.
Preparation for next Tuesday, which we'll talk about more later in the show.
I wonder if he's watching the show.
He should be.
Would love to. He should be
Landon, jump
checking
into
it out,
chat here and
Yeah, let us know you're
Tell
here.
us how much I suck. And if it is a sin for the Sambas to be worn on the
yes,
streets.
you know what? That'll be a good question
will be the guy.
for him
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Tuesday.
Listen, that's like getting mad at me for wearing skater shoes, and I don't skate.
Yeah, I don't know.
skate.
I don't
That
skate.
is not
I've never
excuses.
skated. I've never skated.
see,
I
that is-
understand where you're coming from. It's just
I actually think I'm still muted.
no, you're not. I hear you.
we hear you.
Yeah, no, that excuse it. Not being knowledgeable of the discipline that the things are designed for, it actually excuses you because you're like, well, I didn't know.
Yeah, no. For
But
me,
if you do, bro.
I understand it. It might be a somewhat irrational thought,
No,
but
it's
it's
fine.
like that's one of my hills to die on. One of my many.
disagree with you.
Listen, I
man.
think skater shoes are the most comfortable things ever, but can I do a kickflip in them? No. No, I cannot.
Have you tried?
No.
Well, then you don't know if you can do it or not. All right. Anyway, at any rate, how was the week, guys? How you been? What have you been up to?
Sad, man. Colombia lost
Yeah, they did.
both of the damn
did.
matches. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I heard like nine Arsenal players are injured right now, so.
Injured. Conveniently, all the ones that had friendlies and not actual competitive matches.
Listen, I mean, it is risky right now. I'll be selfish too.
Listen,
Be like,
it's
this
the
is
same thing we
World
talked
Cup?
about
No.
last time. It's
Yeah.
the same thing we talked about last
Yeah.
time about like should they be doing these games and like these friendlies all the time?
Right.
It's like
Yeah, no.
players like I'm done. No.
All right. So speaking of which, we'll have a
up for your
somewhat
rights, guys.
abbreviated
Yes.
show today with the international break. Although there were plenty of important matches, and we have plenty
Yeah.
more coming up on
Yeah.
Tuesday. So let's jump right into the Interconfederation playoffs. These matches were all held in Mexico. The first of which, Bolivia 2, Suriname 1.
One step closer to the edge,
So
baby.
CONMEBOL is looking pretty good here.
Yes.
Bolivia will on Tuesday face Iraq. I haven't heard any news if that match is not. I assume it's still all.
It's up. No, it is actually kind of up in the air, but no, they.
I don't think it would be up in- I don't think it would-
Iraqi
again,
players
that's-
are out of Iraq already.
Well, again, that's
That's what I
Iraq,
was-
not Iran.
Yeah, but just
the
all
whole
of
area
the
is
all the
locked
airspace
down.
there
Yeah,
is
really
just.
fly
Okay.
through anyone.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything that is saying that they're not able to play the match. So
Yeah,
I'm going to take no news as good news.
Exactly. Actually, no, that's horrible for me to say.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
mind,
yeah.
I said no.
Let's just lock that one up
Let's
and
just keep it to
tuck it away.
intrusive thoughts, and I wish Bolivia the best. I
There
do
you
want
go.
to see him in the World Cup, not at expenses of not being able to play the match. you
Oh,
know?
yeah,
I want
yeah.
the match to be played.
Right.
Like, if they just go through because extenuating circumstances, it wouldn't be as sweet. I mean, yes.
I mean,
they would,
again,
you know.
Bolivia obviously would take that 8 days a week.
Hey, man.
But yes, you
want the game
as
to
a
be
neutral, even not, you have to imagine, they're all amped up for this. They want to play the match.
You
So
know, the one thing that I think is awesome, they're not going to be going to Iraq. The Bolivians in the middle of the Sahara and the Middle East, they will not be able to.
no.
They will die. Those poor guys living
Oh man.
the highest
Yeah,
of
yeah, and the
So
altitude.
like going down there, it will
Yeah.
be super detrimental. So let's play in Denver.
There you go.
Let's go. Let's play in Denver.
No, it's in Mexico's got some stadiums at altitude.
Oh my
Maybe
God,
not.
play Mexico City would be crazy.
I don't know.
Speaking of Denver, did you
Let's-
hear that NWSL had 63,000 people?
Yes.
Yes.
This
girls.
is
I was actually
in.
gonna kind of talk about it.
This match is in
for the whole thing,
Guadalupe.
but it's not
Guadalupe.
loads today.
Which is. Wait a minute.
Guadalupe is in the island of Guadalupe.
What's going on right now?
Yeah, why? That's weird, Jimmy. Hold on. Let me just. Can I? Oh, Guadalupe, Mexico. Okay.
Oh yes.
I was thinking the same thing.
The island. I was
the
like,
island of-
why?
Guadalupe.
Do they even have a stadium like that? They do
sure.
have a team. No, they have a national team.
Yeah,
But
no, this is Guadalupe in Texas. Give me Guadalupe,
Mexico.
Guadalupe, Nueva León.
Yeah, it's
there
located in
you go.
northern
Part
Mexico.
of, yeah, okay. Part of, let's see, altitude 500 meters above sea level. That's nothing for Bolivia.
No, that's actually too hot for them. That's just way too low. They need a lot less oxygen.
A lot
to be
less
able to play.
And at any rate, the other Interconfederation playoff was New Caledonia and Jamaica.
Jamaica made it.
And
Hearing some of these teams and the fact that they can make the World Cup this year
this is
just goes to show you how long, how many teams they've added to
Yes.
this.
yeah, no, now we're at 48 countries. So Wrexham player actually scored for Jamaica for this winner, and Jamaica will play the Democratic Republic of Congo also on Tuesday for one of the final spots. And
But
then
I mean, actually, Congo will be our competitor. Congo
they're a good team. They've beaten Nigeria and
So I think,
Cameroon, I believe.
I think that's as
This-
far
this
as Jamaica's
qualification?
gonna get to.
Yeah, this will be. I do think this is an evenly matched
Yeah.
affair. So we'll see what happens. And then
You know what it will be? It will
What?
be violent. You want to watch like top South American brutality? Watch Congo, Jamaica. Hey, I'm not.
you
I'm
just
not
said
putting
South
it down.
American, and then you take a Caribbean island in Africa. And,
Well, because that's how they play. They
Oh,
play
boy.
tough, choppy, convoluted soccer. There's gonna be a bunch of fouls, 5 or 6 yellow cards, maybe a fight.
Maybe
The way it is.
All right. Over to the UEFA playoffs now. So these were all semifinals. Wales won. Bosnia and Herzegovina won. Bosnia and Herzegovina did advance on penalties.
Oh.
They will face the winner of Italy, Northern
Wait.
Ireland.
Wales didn't make it.
Wales
Nope.
did not make
They
it.
did not make it.
No.
Italy defeats Northern Ireland 2-0. So Wales and Northern Ireland both out. In the UEFA Path B, it was Ukraine 1, Sweden 3.
Yeah, Jokeris with a hat trick.
And
Yes, sir.
they will be playing against Poland, who defeated Albania 2-1. That match will be in Sweden. UEFA
Hello, Moto.
Path C. Turkey defeats Romania 1-0, and the other one in that bracket was Slovakia 3, Kosovo 4. So a 7-goal thriller there. And Kosovo will host Turkey in Pristina on Tuesday. And the final UEFA Path, this is UEFA Path D, Czechia defeats Ireland in penalties. So now you had Wales, Northern Ireland, and Republic of Ireland all eliminated at
Ireland
this stage.
was a nice story. In reality, it would have been.
Ireland was up 2-0 in this match as well.
Yeah, but it is kind of like things that happen when
Yeah.
it comes. Who they play again? I couldn't.
They played Czechia, Czech Republic.
Yeah. I mean, Czech Republic has got a pretty good history.
Oh,
of
yeah,
soccer
yeah,
and
yeah.
really good team. Like it was the level of play.
Right. No,
Italy, same thing. I mean,
Yeah. Ugh.
if you messed that one up, Ireland had a hopeful, for last couple of matches and everything. Once the brackets or the setup was
yeah.
done, it was just tough. It
Yeah.
was way too uphill. for them.
So at any rate, Czechia will play Denmark. Denmark defeated North Macedonia 4-0. North Macedonia, obviously, or maybe not obviously, but for those of you that didn't know, beat Italy in last World Cup's playoffs. So they were a giant killer in the past.
And
So Czechia will host Denmark in Prague. All 4 of these matches, as well as the Interconfederation playoffs, will all be taking place on a match-filled Tuesday. So as far as the week abroad goes, that will somewhat do it. Where are we on time and commercials? I just want to... Oh, you know what? We got plenty of time. Let's just run straight through to 100 miles to home.
That's where we did soccer.
We have a pair of international friendlies here. I figured I would throw the Mexico game in as well. Not much to report there. Mexico and Portugal had a scoreless draw.
Yep.
But what will most likely take the brunt of our show today is USA in action on Saturday. Mm-hmm. They went up 1-0 thanks to a Weston McKennie goal in the 39th minute. And that was about the end of their fun.
Sure.
It was US 2, Belgium 5. Zeno de Bast in the 45th minute to bring things level. That's how it went into halftime. Amadou Onana scored in the 53rd, a Charles de Ketelare penalty in the 59th, and then a brace from Dodi Lukabakio in the 68th and 82nd minute before Patrick Adjemang drew one back in the 87th.
It wasn't as bad as he said.
No, and even Rudy Garcia, the Belgian manager, said, the score did not reflect how good of a squad the U.S. is.
Yeah.
Which, again, a lot of managers will say those kinds of things just to...
No, it was being political, but the reality is for our side, like our eyes, like what USA showed up.
Right, and we're also, we're missing some quality players, missing Desk, missing Tyler Adams, obviously. Gio Reyna got some time in there. Obviously, Adjemang got some time in there.
No, that's what I got a problem with. Like, he's one of the guys that should have shown up, and I honestly don't really think he did.
Who?
Gio Reyna.
Oh, I mean, he's played 30 minutes in the entire season.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
No, it was being discussed in the Discord with Reyna is he gonna...
Well, why is he on the team then? If he's only played 30 minutes all season.
They really want him to play because he does when he's playing well and he's engaged with the team and he's got time to play with them. He is a base. He's really important.
I mean,
it's just
even more so than Christian Pulisic. He's got more potential in him. He's got the highest ceiling.
But at what point does potential become wasted?
Well,
they wanted to try it.
I think this is your
there was no other way.
Give him a shot, and now you know.
I think Pulisic didn't go.
No, Pulisic played.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But no, they whoever couldn't go instead. Luna.
Diego Luna.
Was it Luna?
And
Luna didn't go, so they were like, well, screw it. Let's
in Reyna's and in Pochettino's defense, regardless of in the past, regardless of how Reyna's been playing at Dortmund or not playing, he's always shown well for the U.S. So I think this was
that was the whole.
Hey, look, this is our last. Again, I don't disagree with some of the other fans and how they feel, you guys included, but that is at least the line that the U.S. is taking right now.
I said I expected a little more because I don't think he took it as seriously as it really was. Not even just for the USA men's team specifically, is for himself.
Right.
He hasn't gotten time to play, and then your coach or your country's coach says, I'm going to give you the vote of confidence.
Right.
He didn't look hungry. He did not look hungry, especially once you were losing 2 and 3 goals. You were 2 and 3 goals down.
Yeah.
He kind of like...
Yeah, I gotta
set the tone. You got to have some character and be like, this is the only soccer I'm playing.
I want to see what the score line was when he came on.
That was my personal thing with him. It wasn't that. It wasn't why were you in. I understood and I agree why you were in. Why didn't you show me what I hope you were going to show me? That hunger, this is all. I mean, and again, this is not professional.
So Gio came on
the
71st minute. So it was 4-1.
Yeah, you're down.
When he came on.
Like you go.
Oh yeah, no, I know. Exactly. What I was
eating everything and everybody. You're just you're a dog at that point. You're just running after that ball nonstop. You're getting in everybody's way if possible. Like you have to be that way, and he just kind of came in to be part of the team. Like at that point, you're not even at that point. The team is losing badly, so it's all about the one guy to give you that spark, and he didn't provide it. That's it. Yeah, no. He didn't start.
No,
I
no.
actually thought he was going to start. Like, I expected him to be a starter.
Yeah, I just want to see what the pundits think if he's going to be playing tomorrow.
And that is the sad part, because he's a really good player. And the thing was, like, even the Dortmund team was looking at it like.
So Sports Mole has Reina potentially starting
against Portugal. Well, second chance.
Yeah.
Maybe starting is better.
We'll see.
The groove of the game, he gets to be. I just wanted that fight that he has.
I was obviously very disappointed in the result, but I tried as hard as I could, because this seems to happen every World Cup cycle, where we kind of lay an egg in one of the last matches right before, or we're still trying things out, and I'm like, my head's about to explode, because I'm like, we've had 3.5 years to figure this out. Like, why are we?
He's got to figure it out. Luna just couldn't come in, so at that point he had to make do with what he had. Because Luna is his guy there. Gio, it will be his backup. If he would have shown up a little bit more this game, maybe he shows a lot more next game.
This is only one pundit saying.
I don't know what you guys think, but I believe Luna is that guy right there. Like,
I like Luna.
Whether we like it or not.
Don't know. I mean, the World Cup is just a total different beast, both in terms of style of play, and I like him a lot as a player.
But that's the thing. He's that Chucky guy that's not afraid of anything.
Right.
He falls to be too overconfident. So that's the people you need in the World Cup.
Is he the scrappy player, or is he a player that can push us to advance out of the group or into the round of 16? You know what I mean?
Well, I actually think, I don't know what.
I like Luna a lot, but this is what pundits and other fans are saying about Luna.
No, he doesn't have to be that guy. That guy is Pulisic.
Well,
he is the guy he's the scrappy guy. He's that guy that's gonna bring the level or keep the level.
But don't we have that in potentially Tyler Adams and Johnny Cardoso?
No, I think above them.
And even Weston McKennie to some extent.
Tyler Adams has to be the lockdown guy.
Yeah.
That guy that is, you meet first and then you give some breathers and some positioning to your actual defense. Luna is that guy that's going to be fighting.
Yeah. I mean, and also, again, this
he's
is
going to be chasing ball.
Not our decision to make. Mauricio Pochettino makes a lot more money than we do. So.
Yeah, no, but we are, this is the discourse that we're having.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, that is the things that I've heard as well.
Yeah, maybe what we'll do is after.
I speak my mind and I'm the fan.
Of course you do,
without any facts, but this time around with the World Cup, since Landon is coming, I have to.
Maybe what we'll do is.
And this is more
after the Tuesday match against Portugal. We're all done with U.S. soccer now until the World Cup.
We'll do a little discussion.
Maybe we will come up with our own roster. For Monday's show.
See what's up?
And we'll see, what we can agree on, what we can't agree on. Because realistically, there's not a ton of, we're back to club soccer on the weekend, but in England it's FA Cup, so there's not a ton of stuff. So maybe we'll do that for next Monday's show.
I like it. That'll be fun.
All right. Back to the club game, speaking of which, NWSL action. Gotham had a 2-match week. They played Wednesday. I think I have this backwards, because I think the game was in Denver, wasn't it? Either way, it was Gotham 0, Denver Summit 2. And then on the weekend, a scoreless draw with Gotham and Orlando Pride. And in their 4 matches now, Gotham have scored 1 goal.
Yeah.
They had a 1-0 win. They've had 2 scoreless draws and the 2-0 loss to Denver. So on one side, they're doing great defensively. They've only conceded in 1 game. And that, so in 4 matches, Gotham has 3 shutouts, but Esther was one of the leading scorers in the league last year. She did score the lone goal against Boston. But where do things sit here? At what point do we start to, maybe not panic is not the right word, but start to think, hey, we need some changes here, up top?
The thing is, again, game watching. I haven't been able to watch their games.
Right. I watched brief parts of one of their matches. It's just the schedule has not worked for me.
Yeah, I don't really know where they're at right now. Like, I talked to one of the fans that comes in, the couple, and they do say that there is a lot missing, but they also say that, there is a lot of new acquisitions.
So they have a 30-match season, just because I wanted to make sure, I had that right, because we always talk about it with
clubs. Yeah.
Right, we always talk about it with the Premier League season, like, there's 38 matches. At what point do we start to see? Okay, this is.
But this is the beginning.
Yeah, we're still super early.
I mean, still 5 points from 4 is not.
Yeah, I mean, they're again very early. I think they're just outside the playoff picture right now.
Yeah.
But. I just something that I thought was noteworthy.
4 games in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For the reigning champion to only have one goal.
But you also got to remember the reigning champion came in as the right. Didn't they come in as like the last seed?
Yeah,
one of the lower seeds.
That's it. They know how to win when it counts. That's kind of like. They got them MO, to be honest.
Yeah.
The wild card.
Yeah, a lot just like the other men's New York team, Red Bull.
Yeah.
They make a living coming in 6th, 5th, and going to the finals. Maybe they haven't won it. It's the next step for them.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
They get themselves in there.
I would love to see Michael Bradley and crew do well this year, but I don't see, just with how much youth they have, I can't see it. But
0-4 right now, and I mean, how many games in the MLS season? That I don't know either.
5? Something like that.
No, total.
They play 34.
So yeah, again, this is absolutely nothing. Yeah. It is Discord. It is a lot of content for us, and it gives us a lot to think and talk about.
Yes.
But it's 5 games.
Certainly does.
Yeah.
All right. Gainbridge Super League. The Brooklyn FC women hosted Lexington Soccer Club. This actually was part of a doubleheader with the men's team.
Oh.
It was Brooklyn 0, Lexington 1, and then over to USL Championship. And the Brooklyn men lost 1-0 to Louisville City. Ouch. So doubleheader where both teams came up a bit short there. But, again, at least on the men's side, it's an expansion team. They're
always so the women were first.
Yes, this is
interesting.
I think I'm trying to think. This is if so, it's only the second year for the Brooklyn women.
No, but it's an interesting point that for the first time, God forbid, they make it, or the league itself grows, or the other one makes it to MLS, and we do the relegation thing. Yeah. This will be a team that was started for women, not for men.
For sure.
Kind of like a thing, a refresh.
All right, over to USL League One. Midweek, Greenville Triumph hosted New York Cosmos. They won. Greenville won 3-2. And then on the weekend, New York Cosmos hosted Fort Wayne, and they got their first ever win in the USL League One.
Let's go.
A 2-0 victory. And then also on the weekend, Greenville Triumph. It looks like they hosted just the locals in League One here. They beat Westchester Soccer Club 4-2.
Oh.
So as USL League One kind of really ramps up now, this is I think the 3rd or 4th week as we go into week 5.
Okay, nice.
So looking forward to seeing more of those, especially once they are having more consistent matches back home here in the Hudson Valley.
Absolutely.
All right, what's on tap? Tuesday, March 31st is chock full of matches. We have qualifiers. We have, at least important to us, friendlies. So all the following matches are at 2:45 p.m. I believe the only one on regular television is the Italy match. But you have I almost said Chelsea. You have Czechia hosting Denmark, Bosnia and Herzegovina hosting Italy, Sweden hosting Poland, and Kosovo hosting Turkey. All 2:45 p.m. on the East Coast. Those are all of the UEFA playoff finals.
Big test for Italy right there.
I know.
A repeat of last.
I already saw tweets that were already complaining about the field.
Style of soccer, huh?
Yeah, I saw tweets already that are complaining about the field quality and this and that. So.
Just go play at Bodo Glimt.
I know. Yeah. Love it.
Neutral place. Bodo Glimt or La Paz.
Yes. 5 p.m. The Democratic Republic of Congo is hosting Jamaica. This match obviously is in Mexico for the Confederation playoff, rather. Then 7 o'clock, we have a friendly, U.S. hosting Portugal. And then at 9, Mexico hosting Belgium. So this has been the last few international windows, is Mexico and the U.S. kind of flip-flopping with their opponents.
But it makes sense. Regional.
Right.
Exactly. It works as a package.
Exactly, yeah. So that's at 9. And then 11 p.m., the late match.
Canada gets left out.
Yeah. They play Chile, I think.
They're
Of course they do. They're
European.
north of the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Get it? They play Chile.
Yeah, they play Chile.
Do you get it?
Well, yeah.
They play. They play Chile.
It's cold. Okay. I don't know. Though your reaction was not
It's cold in
like.
Canada.
There we go. That's what I wanted to
I
hear.
don't want to be fake. It was funny, but I didn't react to the time.
Oh man.
So it was.
I'm sorry. They play Tunisia.
Tunisia.
And let me check their last result as well. I know they got they had a red card in their
Iceland
2-2 draw, and I believe there was a straight red card for was it Mark Anthony Kaye? No, Tejan Buchanan got a straight red. So they were trailing 2-0, and Jonathan David with 2 penalties to level things 2-2. So.
But yeah, no, Canada plays European teams.
Yes.
They're like that.
Iceland's close to them.
Bougie like that.
Iceland's
All
next
right.
to them.
Well, the late match, Iraq hosting Bolivia. That will be the 48th country to qualify for the 2026 World Cup. We are excited for it. Then rolling into Wednesday, Vermont Green hosting Westchester Soccer Club in the U.S. Open Cup. Vermont Green is the reigning USL League 2 champion. So let's throw that out there.
Oh, okay. So that is like in between the leagues? That's a separate
Yeah, that's like the FA Cup. Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
On Friday the 3rd at 7 p.m., New York Cosmos are hosting Charlotte Independence in USL League 1. And then Saturday we get to some of the what some of us consider the professional levels. We have FA Cup in action. We will be opening early, 7:45 a.m. Manchester City hosting Liverpool.
Pour overs at 6, right?
Pour over, yeah.
Pour overs upstairs.
Pour over. Diego's gonna sleep over.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
I'm gonna wake up right here and just.
Then 12:15 p.m. Chelsea hosting Port Vale in the FA Cup. 12:30 we have VfB Stuttgart hosting Borussia Dortmund. 2 p.m. Sporting Jacksonville hosting Brooklyn FC Women in the Gainbridge Super League. 3 p.m. is a Premier League versus Championship matchup. Southampton hosting Arsenal in the FA Cup. 3 p.m. also is Atletico Madrid against Barcelona, which should be a good one.
Be a good one, yes, sir.
4 p.m. we will see if Gotham can get on the scoreboard again as they travel to Kansas City Current. 7:30 p.m. What's that?
It's gonna be a tough match for
It will. 7:30 p.m. we have a pair of New York-based MLS matches. NYCFC hosting St. Louis, and then Red Bull hosting FC Cincinnati. I will be down at the NYCFC match. Rolling into Sunday, 11:30 a.m. is the 4th and final quarterfinal of the FA Cup. West Ham United hosting Leeds. And then another one I thought was interesting is Inter Milan hosting Roma, as Inter Milan looks to completely seal up their title run here in Serie A. Any thoughts from you guys on the weekend matches? It's a weird week where you have like a combination of finishing up the international break and then into some cup action here and there. And
Igor Tudor is out.
Oh yes, so Naz is one for the road. Igor Tudor has said mutual consent, I believe, in the reports. But an absolutely terrible month for Igor Tudor.
The question is, do they get another manager, or do they just put the assistant in?
As of the latest reports I'm reading, let me see if there's anything new. But
there's
the latest
rumors
reports,
on De Zerbi.
They're trying for De Zerbi.
Don't ruin the man's career.
They also reached out to a couple of other.
No dignity.
Let him start fresh.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've heard from some of the other potential replacements also, is like none of them want to start at this point in the season.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get blamed for being relegated when it's absolutely nothing to do with you.
You lose the next 4 games. Are you on the chopping block? Like,
right.
He came in knowing that they could be relegated, and he was on the chopping block.
Even if you're not, so let's say you lose the 4 games, you got millions of dollars coming at you because you signed a contract.
Yep.
So do you want to stay? You know what I mean? Do you really want to stay? Because you're going to lose.
He was only there for 6 weeks. The dude was there for a month and a half.
I think it was 44 days, something like that.
Yeah, it was tough, dude.
So,
nobody. To be honest, I honestly think that nobody wants, no matter what.
Let the ship sink with no captain.
Yes.
I mean,
and then either
overboard.
And then
they threw 4 captains overboard.
I'll either come in to a championship Tottenham team who realistically should get promoted right back into the Premier League, or they've stave off relegation and we have a lot of work to do, but now I have an entire preseason with these guys. Let me start there. So I don't know.
You don't get in there before the season.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't want that job anyway. But I'm also not a UEFA licensed coach.
And honestly, though, to be honest, I don't think they're just like, you're sure to come back up. The players are leaving.
I mean, look at Leicester.
I agree.
Leicester didn't come back up.
They lose to lower teams?
Yeah.
So you already played those games and you lost them. So
and a big chunk of these guys are gonna be gone.
They're gone.
So.
Exactly. So what are you getting? Like, no, I don't, honestly.
I think money will save them. I think the club is big enough to rewrite the ship down below. However, are they going to be right back in the thick of things the season afterwards? No. We'll have to see.
I mean, I could see a few things happening. I could see them just staying down for a few years.
I see 1 or 2 years.
Or I could see, maybe for the next 5, 6,
fighting
10 years, they're a yo-yo club.
Yeah.
Where they're back up, they can't get it together because again, a lot of these clubs when they get promoted, they have to spend several $100 million, and they're buying.
That's why I agree with Aaron that if they can get back, they do have still enough money, like as what they are and the brand itself, because they do have some faithful. To be honest with you, let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah.
There is people that are still gonna go down there, but it's just the team, the directors need to.
They've got
together,
4 rough matches coming up.
Yeah, they need their people to honestly. The top guys need to touch their heart in their heads and figure out what the hell are they doing.
Yeah, they're playing Sunderland next, and I think they got.
Let me check that out.
It is a really
the next 4 Leeds, I think, is one of them.
Yeah.
Who's also going to be fighting to stay up?
They've got Sunderland. They're at Sunderland, home against Brighton. At Wolves, at Villa, home against Leeds,
at Chelsea,
and that is
that is done.
Oh no, and then home against Everton, who Everton at that point might be fighting for Europe.
Fighting for Europe, or you know what I mean. So like, you got a direct. Don't you have a direct guy? No.
A what?
I mean, you're not playing that you're anybody except Wolves. That you're directly fighting.
Oh
with.
Yeah, no.
You're not playing West Ham. You're not playing Burnley.
I mean, Leeds United might want depending on where things shake out. Leeds is the only team that's like close in terms of.
Yes, exactly. So Leeds is gonna want to win.
Yeah.
And Wolves is gonna want to win. So. And I don't know if they can beat either of those teams.
I don't know if they can beat Sunderland or Brighton.
They definitely can. I believe that they can. I think Brighton, that's going to be one of those games that they're going to maybe
We'll see. Yeah.
Well, let's take it a look this way. Every team they're playing against is above them in the table with the exception of Wolves.
Yep.
They're at Wolves. Yep. Wolves have been playing much better of late. Obviously, they're still a relegation team. Like, no, let's not gloss that over. But is there any match in the next 7 here that you think they can win?
No. No. 3 of them are against teams that are fighting for Europe.
Europe, and one of them is fighting for get ahead of them.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't. Other than the Wolves, like you said, and not even. I don't even think.
I mean, we've seen it. Whether it was Arsenal, whether it was Bournemouth, especially going to play at Molineux. That's a tough match.
The Sunderland, the Brighton, and the Wolves match are going to be the one, or the Leeds match are going to be the ones that they need to get something out of it.
I don't disagree with it, but here, the way I see it, the Sunderland match, they need to get points. Yep. And regardless of who else they play and where else they play, every match that goes on that they don't pull 3 points from is not only does it close their window even more, but then the pressure compiles exponentially.
Yeah, because now
and then West Ham, who's below, is going to get nice and excited. You know?
Exactly. So
West Ham right now is only 1 point behind them. I think this board hasn't been updated. I think Forest is above them right now.
Let me.
I think Forest is above them.
And West Ham is with them. Yeah.
Yes, and West Ham I think is 1 point
behind them.
So West Ham is on 29.
Yeah, Forest has jumped them on 32.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And look, and West Ham is, playing difficult matches, but he's playing way better than Tottenham. They have a similar difficulty when it comes to the matches they're playing. They really don't have many winnable matches for themselves.
Arsenal still have to play West Ham.
Yeah, so
and that's a London derby.
That's where they're saying could decide the cup. Is that game against Arsenal? Because that could be the game. If Arsenal win out, the West Ham game is the final one that they could win it at.
They can win out.
Yeah, because again, they have to beat City, and then.
So let's go. Here we are.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Third game before.
Wouldn't it be something if, at this point, Arsenal has already clinched the league? And they can rest everyone.
No, they would never do that.
They can be the ones. They could be the ones to decide who finishes where instead of losing to City on the last day.
I know Arteta and Arsenal would never go this extreme. But could you imagine?
They're all injured anyways. They can't field the whole team. What are you talking about?
Imagine they just start the game with like 9 guys.
They just hold it like this. They'll just be like, "Hey guys."
They just blow the whistle and all the guys drop with like hamstring injuries. Like, man.
But, that will be something else, my brother. That will be something.
And
else.
That's at West Ham anyway. I was going to say the Arsenal tifo would be a Tottenham tifo.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham fucking raises the tifo at that point.
That would be great. That would be great. All right, Diego, do you have one for the road?
No. We talked about a lot of the things.
All right.
So,
my one for the road is, again, I said I would be talking about this the next few weeks. Our Landon Donovan event on Tuesday, April 7th, so that's next Tuesday, has completely sold out.
Yep.
200 tickets.
We have 200 fans that will be here in attendance to meet Landon, to talk with him, to talk whether it's about the book.
Is K104 going to be here?
I don't. Well, not to do the show, but they are giving away some tickets.
Nice.
So they will be here in some capacity. I think Scotty Mac wants to come as well. We'll see.
Yeah, we'd love to.
So that I'm very excited for that. So I'm excited to get Landon here in the building. We got some surprises for him. We've got some surprises for our audience. Where was I going with this? Well, either way, I'm thrilled that we sold out completely. It's been an awesome experience to
and a week ahead of schedule.
Put this on. Yeah. Well, no, I wanted to sell out day one.
Next one. Next one. Ronaldo. When the Chingon brings Ronaldo.
Messi.
Or Messi. After what happened last week, I don't think he's welcome in this state.
You don't know until you ask.
I don't know. He's gonna.
We didn't know.
I didn't know we were gonna get Landon until I asked.
Until you were like, "Hey, boss, would you like to come down?"
Yeah. So no. So I'm. The topic of the book is very interesting. Obviously, it is soccer centric, just from his experiences and his life. But it's a very eye-opening memoir about his personality, which is not what a lot of fans saw him as. It definitely pulls back a lot of the layers of the onion, so to speak. Talks about at great length about
parfait.
The layers of the parfait.
Takes down the layers.
Talks a lot about mental health, about therapy, about burnout, about all that stuff, and.
No, it was like you said.
It was very exposing, and it's not easy for anyone, let alone Landon Donovan, to put himself out there and do that. So I've seen a lot of people say this and that, and he's just shilling for this book and this, and I honestly
he was honest. He sounded honest.
I have not finished the book yet. I have a little bit more to go, but it was a very good read thus far. And like I said, very eye-opening. And I, know the game and know MLS and followed his career, but to read about and hear about a lot of these, stories is very eye-opening, and it is a good read. So if you're going to come to the event, looking forward to meeting you and seeing you. If you're not coming to the event, it is a great read either way. I am not being paid for my opinion on this book. So
no, it was good.
It's a very good read. Definitely pick it up. I think you will be pleasantly surprised with the contents of the book. So anything else?
No, let's go. We'll see you guys.
We will
on
see
Tuesday
you
next week
or
we'll see you Saturday early morning,
bright
6 a.m.
and early Saturday morning. You are welcome to bring your own coffee if you would like.
Oh yeah. You will see us on Saturday. We will see you at the tap room on Monday.
No,
I don't see who's seeing us. Do you see who's watching us?
We have a watch party on Saturday
at 7:45 a.m.
Yeah.
So we'll see them.
Damn.
Oh my God. See, this is how you engage the audience to come here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Everybody gets one.
Oh, I get a bunch, dude. That's my MO.
One. He gets one per
I know.
one per
The
bond.
ones that know what you're talking about. I'm the guy. I'm the fan. I'm that guy that just.
He's the fan that walked into the bar.
There you go.
He works for the bar, but he's the fan that walks in every day.
All right. On that brilliant production note there, please give us... Whoop.
You see? Stop talking about production, man.
What happened there?
That was I think game loose.
Was that the UFO?
Yeah.
Please give us a like, subscribe, and share on YouTube and Twitch. If you are just an audio listener, make sure you give us a share and promotion over on Apple and Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
And jump into the Discord. If you have any questions about either the event or some of the stuff we do, some of our content, some of our watch parties, you want to start your own supporters club here at Newburgh Brewing Company, jump into, like I said, either Discord, send me an email, dave@cdunewburgh.com, or I believe there's a spot to do an inquiry right on our website, www.cdunewburgh.com.
Yes,
sir.
Push all the buttons, do all the things. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Naz and Diego, thank you for being a part of this balmy Monday in here in March.
Yeah, baby.
It's actually colder in here than it is outside. I've noticed. I went outside with Naz before, and I was like, why?
Nice and warm.
It is.
It's warm.
So, thank you. Enjoy the weather, and we will see you maybe on Saturday, Diego.
No, we will see you on Saturday. That's my bad.
Or at the very least, hopefully on Tuesday night with Landon Donovan here in attendance. So thank you. Cheers, and we'll see you soon.
Later, guys.